Okay, so if you have numbered cards, you got like 1 through 10 or whatever. Most people, I understand, probably line them up like you read. Like left to right.
Yeah.
I go right to left.
Wait, what?
I
Why?
don't, it's the way
So
my
instead
brain...
of going 1, 2, 3, 4, you go
Mine goes
1, 2, 3, 4 the other way.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if I picked up your hand, I'd see 4, 3, 2, 1.
Correct. In your mind, but in my mind, it feels right. Jeffa came in this morning and he said, "Oh, looking nice. You got somewhere to be later?" And I said, "No, quite the opposite, actually. I'm dressed like this because I'm going straight home."
I know. And I was like, you're going to have to explain this because that doesn't make any sense at all.
I just want to be clear because everybody sees me on cameras and stuff like that. I usually look not dressed up, sort of on purpose, because usually after I leave here, I'm either going to the gym or I'm going to the pottery studio and I'm going to get dirty either way. So I don't want to get like a nice sweater with a bunch of clay on it. But today I'm just going straight home. So I was like, oh, I can wear a cuter sweater, which I think I just work opposite of everybody. Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Well, I just thought that was such a funny statement.
You had nice boots on. You look nice.
Yeah. I just thought I didn't realize that I'm so backwards on that. And apparently the way that I put down cards in card games is backwards too.
You told me something about this and I still don't know that I got my head wrapped around this. So you do your cards wrong according to your friend group?
Okay. So if you have numbered cards, you got like 1 through 10 or whatever. Most people, I understand, probably line them up like you read. Like left to right.
Yeah.
I go right to left.
Wait, what?
I
Why?
don't, it's the way
so
my
instead
brain...
of going 1, 2, 3, 4, you go
Mine goes
1, 2, 3, 4 the other way.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if I picked up your hand, I'd see 4, 3, 2, 1.
Correct. In your mind, but in my mind, it feels right. And I didn't even know that my brain was necessarily doing this until my friend Jessica was finally like, "Ugh, I can't take it anymore. I'm flipping your cards around." And I'm like, "What's wrong with them?" She's like, "You lay them down opposite of everybody else." And Beth was like, "I've been telling you this." And I was like, "Oh, that's what you mean?" So I've been doing this my entire life.
But do you have a reason that you do
That's just how my brain counts them correctly. Like the one should be on that side. And I don't know why. I know you don't read that way. The logic makes total sense the other way. But that's just how my brain processes the number in card games. I don't know that I'd line it up that way in any other circumstance.
Wow.
But for some reason, when I'm holding the cards, they're opposite. And my friends cannot take it. And since I don't even think about doing it, I just kept setting them down. And they just kept being like, "All right, hold on." Flipping them around.
I can't figure you out. I you know I love you, but I can't figure
backwards.
you out.
I'm just backwards. Everything's backwards.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Do you have something you'd like to
I do.
maybe make me feel better with?
Well, I don't know if it's going to make you feel better. I just want to get your reaction on this. I came across this and I could not wait to see what you would say. So I'm going to ask it this way. Have you heard of golden milk?
No.
At first blush, it sounds nasty, doesn't it? Like golden showers, right?
Well, that and just milk shouldn't ever be golden. Like, what's wrong with that milk?
Yeah. Okay. It's nothing like that. Here's what it is. Golden milk combines turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon with a cow or plant-based milk, creating a drink rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. They say it could help support joint pain, brain function, mood, heart health, blood sugar management, digestion, and your immune defense.
Yeah, I buy all that. Because it's got, like turmeric and all that, it's really good for your body.
So listen to this and see if you would try this. And then maybe on the radio side of things, we could try it. Maybe bring it back over here and try it on.
I can already pretty much tell you I'm out based on those things that taste disgusting but are good for you.
Here's the actual ingredients.
Okay.
You do a cup of unsweetened milk of your choice.
Okay.
Teaspoon of turmeric, a small piece of grated fresh ginger, or a half a teaspoon of ginger powder. Then a half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, a pinch of ground black pepper, and a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup. That last part, optional.
Oh, I don't want the honey in there. I could choke it down. I don't like the flavors that I don't really like ginger. I don't really like turmeric. What was the other one that you're throwing in there?
Cinnamon.
I'm not big on cinnamon. I've had this flavor profile before and like health things. This is a normal combination that they make, and I can stomach it, but it does not taste good. But I know all those things are really, really good for you, and that's why I'm trying to get them in my diet, but they're so nasty.
Well, see, I feel the same way. I even did, because I almost thought about just surprising you and bringing it in. You can actually buy it already pre-mixed and done, okay? So this actually is I just never have heard of this. And I get the health benefits. I just don't know if I can get past the yuck to get the health benefits.
It's not going to be good. I would try it.
You would try it?
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't be happy
Right.
about it. But I would
see if I can
find You're looking for golden milk?
I am going to, yeah, well, right. It just sound, and that's the other thing. The name sounds horrible. Does that not, it just sound, when you hear that, your brain immediately goes to a nasty, naughty thought.
Yeah. And just milk shouldn't be gold. There's just nothing right about that. But all right, I try it anyway.
Okay. Well, we're going to see if we can find some.
A thing that I saw the other day, which this just blew my mind. I was at the gym, and the stair machine is a little stressful to me because I just feel like it's a high-risk machine. All you got to do is miss one of those stairs, and you're falling real far, and it's going to hurt a lot, and it's embarrassing. That's like a triple whammy right there. And I feel like, I'm just better on a treadmill. I can do better recovery on a treadmill if something goes wrong. So whenever I'm on a stair climber, I am locked in. I got the death grip on the bars. I am watching the toes every time to make sure they clear the thing, because as soon as I stop looking, I'm just a tiny bit too short. Or if I stop looking, you cram your foot in a little bit too far, and then the stair closes on your toe. And so I pay a lot of attention to my feet. This lady, it may be the most impressive thing I've ever seen. She was doing it, and she was playing poker on her phone.
Whoa.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Okay, that's
And I watched her
impressive.
I was like, you can cognitively have enough space to play poker while you're doing this, and you just take your hands off and you just play the cards and stuff. But like cognitive, I'm fully locked in on paying attention to the machine because I'm going to fall. She was doing it so effortlessly, just playing some poker. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen at the gym.
I love you. I'm getting ready to slam you because you have to pay that much attention because you can't even walk from two different floors without rolling your ankle.
Those stairs are moving. It's dangerous.
I'm telling you,
and
this could be life or death with you. Yeah, you better stay focused.
How is she playing poker? That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That's almost as impressive as the legally blind guy that was on a treadmill once. You see some amazing things at a gym from time to time. The poker one really stood out to me. I don't even know if anybody else noticed, but I looked at her several times. I was like, yeah, she's still playing. Wow, look at her go.
By the way, I just heard this yesterday. Do you know what focus means?
What?
F off because you stupid.
Am I talking to the people around me because I'm focused?
Well, I guess what it is like when you tell somebody focus, like you're going to talk to them. Mm-hmm. You're basically saying, hey, stupid, listen to what I'm saying.
But you're not telling them to F off. You really need them there.
I was like, how many times have people told me,
focus.
Yes, and,
you do that
and you have done that to me, though. And I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Over here. Okay, there's some merit to that then.
Hey, let's go back over this, too, because we talked about it on the radio. The survey about how many people have you kissed.
Okay.
I still think it's interesting that the most popular answer was between 5 and 10 people. And you and I were above that number.
I think that means they're better at love than me. But you racked up your numbers early.
I did.
So it's not like you've been kissing around lately. I mean, you've only been kissing one woman for years.
Yeah,
so you
but
really...
I'm in 12% of 26 or more.
26 or more. Yeah, I don't think I've hit 26. I think I'm closer to 20. Somewhere right in the 20s.
There's 5% of you that have done 16 to 20.
Yeah, I think I'm probably more in that range.
My question I wanted to ask about this is has there been, and I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to this, but I just want to ask, okay? It's a couple different questions. Has there been the one person that was like, wow, that was a kiss? Mm-hmm. The one person that, oh, dear Lord, what are you trying to do? That's not a kiss. Mm-hmm. Do you see where I'm going with that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want me to name names?
No, I don't want you to name names, but have you had the one where you're just like, whew, I saw, fireworks?
Yeah.
I've had that.
One of my most recents had that. And then, you've had the one you're like, But to me, it may not have been that bad of a kiss. It was probably because I was crushing on the dude for so long and I didn't, like over a decade. So It was like a high school crush that happened later. So I think my expectations were probably high. It probably did him a disservice. It was probably a pretty average kiss, really. But in my mind, I just thought, it's been so long. I had a higher expectation for it. So I think that's why it ended up being a little womp womp. It's probably not really fair to him.
Mine was not a womp womp. And I will tell you, it was a deal breaker.
Did she like lick all over your face?
Oh, I literally felt like I was kissing a dog. And I hate to say it that way because that sounds so just mean. And I'm not trying to be a mean person.
Puppy kisses are only cute from puppies.
Thank you. And I'm like, bless your heart, sweetheart. Who taught you how to kiss?
Apparently no one.
I mean, if nothing else, here's what I've always thought. If you don't know how to kiss, which, I mean, let's face it, especially when you're growing up, then just do the old, lip. That's it. Don't worry about trying to stick the tongue or doing it. Just don't make it worse.
Okay, so I think I already know your answer to this. But on Boy Meets World, they were on Singled Out. And one of the questions was, bad kissers, train them or dump them. Are you going with dump? You're not going to take the time to invest and train somebody how to kiss real good? What if they were like really stellar in every other way, but like their kissing they need to up their kissing game? Would you take some time and investment in the?
I don't know. See, how do you break
it to somebody?
That's what I was going to say.
It?
How do you say, dude, you can't do this. We've got to fix this.
I don't know how you say that to somebody. That's a chat.
So because I don't know how you tell somebody you were horrible at this. Like you're amazing in every part of your life, but you can't. So we can never kiss again. There's got to be a way to dance
around that. There's got to be a way to get him to kiss better.
What would you do? Would you teach?
I don't know. Yeah,
Because here's the other thing.
I think I would. If I really cared, I think I would.
But here's the other thing. That's really putting a lot of assumption that you feel you're a good kisser. What if you're not that great of a kisser either?
Well, either way, we'd have to be more compatible than you licking all over my face. That doesn't work for me. Well, I may not be a great kisser.
You've had that guy. You've had that guy, right? You've had that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But like, yeah. I don't know that I'm a great kisser, but there's just preferences. I don't want you to lick all over my face. Maybe some people are really into that, and that's what you want. And maybe I can be compatible for you, but I don't know. I don't want it.
No, I don't need anybody licking my face. That is disgusting. Just kiss me.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that hard, but I guess it's kind of hard.
I would actually prefer, if you don't know how to kiss, just give me the lip to lip kiss, like maybe some even family members do that,
The peck.
The peck.
But then
at least then it's still nice. But I don't know. I don't know.
If I was expecting a real kiss and I got a peck, I wouldn't assume that person doesn't know how to kiss. I'd assume that person doesn't really like me, or like that was awkward. Like they gave me a weird like cousin kiss or something. Like what is that?
A cousin kiss. I love that.
Like that's weird. I don't know what to call it.
No, that's just great. I love it. A cousin kiss. Yeah. No, I was just curious because it just blew me away, and I still was blown away that 3% of Americans have never kissed anybody.
Well, I was a late bloomer. You would have got me in that demo way later than you would have expected. And had I gotten a relationship earlier, my kiss count would be way down. Because again, late bloomer. I could have kept this in the single digits.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't find anybody fast enough. So if you find your person in like high school, it's probably going to keep your numbers down. You know what I mean? Just depends. But I think that number will go. Now that people are marrying later and later, maybe we're just going to see the numbers go higher.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some things that I saw online, and we kind of kicked this around, but we didn't talk about it on the air. I saw that a parent offered their teen $20K in cash to not play travel hockey because that's how much it was costing them to pay for all the equipment and all the travel and all that kind of stuff. So they just made a deal with their kid that if they just give them $20K, then they don't have to go through spending the time as well. At least save them all the time, but it cost them all the money. What do you think about this?
Well, I'm kind of torn because I've lived this. And I think it really depends on the kid and are they really into whatever the travel is? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be sports. I mean, it could be some kind of band or something like that.
Right. All of them require so much money.
Right. So my point is, I don't think you want to squash your kids' dreams or hopes.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're really into it, then I think you got to suck it up and you got to go. But if they're not, then I think, you have to say, look, we need to find a happy medium here.
What if your kid enjoys it, but they're not going anywhere with this? And they enjoy it and they do want to keep doing it, but it's not like a passion. They're not ever going to make money at it as a career. But if you ask them, they'd be like, yeah, I do want to keep doing it.
I don't know. I guess because I've had somebody in my family, do the traveling ball things,
Yeah.
sports things. And even though they didn't make it to the league, it did help them make it to college, get college paid for. I mean, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, but imagine they're not going to get anything in college from. There's no scholarship. They're
If
not that
there's-
good.
okay,
They're just
if there-
playing because they're like a mid-level player
Okay.
and they like playing.
If there's no end reward,
Right.
then yeah, I probably would say, look, we can still play this sport. We're just not going to do this travel thing.
Let's negotiate a deal here.
Yeah. I don't know that I would offer the 20K.
You wouldn't either way. You're keeping the cash.
I
The
was
point
gonna
of this
say,
was to keep the cash.
There's no way I'm getting rid of 20K.
Well, I get the sense these parents must have been pretty wealthy if it wasn't the cash. That was
Yeah.
it is a huge time investment.
That's what I was going to say. It's a
though.
more time
I think they
suck.
wanted to get their time back
Yeah.
more than anything, which I totally understand that. Which is, they probably have high paying jobs and it's taking up a lot of their time where they could make more income, like 20K to cover their kids' stuff. One other thing that I saw. Does being called sir make you feel respected or old, Jeff?
I actually feel like it's more of a respect thing. And I've never really thought, I feel old because you call me that. And I think it's sad because I think the further we go down the line, the less you hear it.
Yeah.
Because I think people just have forgotten that just saying yes, ma'am, yes, sir, it's a form of respect. It's not saying you're old.
It is. I think that I have mixed feelings on this.
Oh, you do?
I do feel old. I don't think you meant it. I don't think anybody that says it is calling me old. It is a term of respect. But what I hear is, I'm not your peer. So like if a 20-year-old calls me ma'am, what I'm hearing is like, I'm calling you ma'am because we are not peers in this situation, which means I'm old. I mean, that's just what it like. You wouldn't call, I don't call my best friend ma'am. Like we're peers. I don't do that.
But see,
I
here's what's
respect
funny.
her, but I don't call her ma'am.
Here's what's funny that you say that. I have literally said yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, to people that are younger than me that are like serving me at a counter. I mean, what do you understand what I'm saying?
I guess I have too.
Or even on the phone. I have no idea how old this person is, and I'll say yes, ma'am, or no, sir. Or
I'm trying to think if people on the phone call me. I mean, then I don't know their age group, so I don't know how to take it. It's only in person, and old people don't call me ma'am in person. Younger people call me ma'am in person.
That's funny.
I can't recall an older person calling me ma'am.
I've never
too much.
used that as that's an older person. I'll use it for them. And this is a younger person. I want. My deal is I'm just trying to be polite and say, you've asked me a question. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I don't need anything. Or yes, sir, I need this.
I mean, I think you're right. It's a sign of respect, but it does make me feel a little old. So I don't know how to reconcile that.
Well, I hate to tell you, but you are getting older.
I didn't need that in my day, Jeff.
Hey, I can get away with it because I'm older than you. Remember, I'm old enough to be your father.
That's true, but I still didn't need to hear it. It hurts a little bit. Did you have anything else you want to discuss?
No, I think that's
Okay.
pretty much a wrap.
I have
Except I'm getting golden milk for us. We're going to try that soon.
the term.
I know.
I
It
just-
sounds wrong.
Okay, I'll drink it.